Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the channel. It's your boy, World of Wrestling, here today to discuss about something I've never covered on this channel before. It's an indie promotion in New York City called House of Glory on Triller TV, and the name of this pay-per-view event was called No Turning Back. And it it highlighted two major names in AEW, Andrade El Idolo and MJF. MJF was defending his AEW world title against Zilla Fatu, one of the family members of the Fatu, the part of Rock's family, along with the Usos, Roman Reigns, and so on. And he main evented with MJF in the main event of the show for the AEW World title. And obviously he wasn't going to win the championship, but his performance with MJF in that main event was spectacular. I enjoyed myself a lot watching this show as well. There was some really good matches. I mean, some of it I wasn't sure of because I had no idea what was going on in the show of these characters. But I think this show was very fun. It was enjoyable to sit through, and sad thing to say is that a freaking little indie promotion in New York City could put on a better show for a Friday night to watch wrestling than sitting through Smackdown, which I will go ahead and I will be watching it this weekend, probably on Sunday. After church, I'll come home and watch that show so that I can at least give you guys my take on WWE. But I decided I'm going to change things up a little bit. This name of the channel is World of Wrestling. I was thinking about getting rid of covering WWE and just not watching it, but I was worried that not watching it and not covering it on here would kind of hurt the channel quite a bit. And I didn't know how these indie shows were going, so I figured I'll go ahead and subscribe to the Triller TV Plus, which is very cheap, by the way, and you can watch all kinds of different indie promotions and cancel at any time that you want to anyway. So if it doesn't become a value to you, you can always just get rid of it altogether so you don't have to no longer pay for it. So that's a plus too, and you get a ton of different indie promotions, from GCW to Progress Wrestling to House of Glory, just to name the top three that I'm aware of on Triller TV that I had interest in looking at. Now, don't get me wrong, the production value is very low. It's not anywhere of an AEW. It's not even TNA level, truthfully. But they give you good wrestling, and it is unfortunate that they don't give you enough storyline. At least from my perspective, I didn't really see any stories. It's more work rate, production in the ring, but there was ring psychology in these matches as well. I mean, you did see their characters shine through the match itself. They'd interact with the crowd and so forth, so you kind of get a general gist of who they are as a character. So I kind of like that and what they were doing there. JD from New York 206 and Jason Solomonster on commentary, like they are with Tuesday Night Titans from their YouTube channel that they both work on off of JD's channel every Tuesday night, every week, when they cover overall what happened in WWE, AEW, and wrestling news overall between those two promotions. They sounded great together, just like they do on YouTube. I thought they were very entertaining. JD was booed out of the fucking building when he was announced that he was back in House of Glory commentary. Something occurred. I guess it had something to do with Mercedes Moné and the commentary he made on his YouTube channel, which is kind of interesting how that could affect his status on commentary, because Mercedes Moné did perform in House of Glory at a certain point, I believe sometime in the middle of summer of last year, and he was off of commentary for quite a while, and he was brought back in and they just shit on him and told him to just shut the hell up. He started laughing. I honestly wish he could have gone heel on them based on the reaction of the crowd. I don't know if he would have been able to. If I was in his shoes, and I hope he did do this. I hope that he did ask the higher ups that if they start booing him, can he like go heel on him in this situation, or does he have to just kind of like dummy up and not like react to the audience's hate towards him? Because I think JD would be outstanding playing a heel commentator. I think he'd be funny as shit, because he plays the villain on his own channel so fucking good, but yet it's not that he is a villain to the internet community when it comes to wrestling. It's just that he tells it the way he sees it. He doesn't pull no punches. He doesn't do fake positivity, just like I don't. That is why I became a fan of JD's. JD, I followed his channel back in 2015 during the Royal Rumble when Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble match itself. And it reminded me of very similar to what they did to Daniel Bryan the year before that in 2014. And I saw a lot of people on YouTube reacting towards this and how they felt about it in 2014. And I went ahead and I got all their point of views or perspectives, and I went ahead in 2015. Same situation happened. It was the wrong person that won, and I came across JD's channel for the Royal Rumble, and he said the exact same things I felt. Exactly the same. And from that point on, I subscribed to his channel. I followed his content, and I've been a fan of his ever since. The guy has no fucks given. He will tell you how he sees it. He will tell you how he feels. And you can either take it or just walk away. You don't have to stand there and fight with the guy. You don't have to hate on him or spew hate at him just because he doesn't share the same narrative you do. If you like that fake positivity, then there's plenty of it out there. Trust me, I've come across plenty of channels that do share that fake positivity, where a WWE show absolutely sucks and fans are still loving the shit out of it. And I'm going, what the fuck are you watching? What are you seeing? I mean, it's like like someone watching a fight and judging the scorecard, being one of the judges for the scorecard, and at the end of the fight, it doesn't match anything of what actually happened and what they called it as. That's the kind of views that these people give. They spew a different narrative of what actually happened, and they call that good. I call it shit. And that's what WWE is right now. So my attitude was, fuck it. I'm going to give the House of Glory an opportunity. I mean, you had Andrade, you had MJF there. You had a couple of good stars that were there that are actually in the House of Glory that enjoyed and appreciated the work that they put in to the show tonight. And I just had a blast watching it. The first match that was on the card was a tag team match with Main Event, and actually Main spelled M-A-N-E, which is consisted of Midas Black and Jay Leon, against Dual Focus, which is JJP and KB Prime, which I have no fucking idea who the hell these people are. I think I might have missed this match initially, so I'm not sure. I don't think I actually watched this match take place. I did tune in a little bit later. I thought there was a pre-show, like kind of giving you like the insight of what's going on, the lead up towards how the show came about and so forth, so on and so forth. So I don't really know much of anything. Main event 1, we had Amira Sahara, who is actually an Arabic female wrestler. She wasn't bad, and her opponent was Gabby Forza, who made her in-ring debut of House of Glory. These two women did a pretty dang good job together. I enjoyed their work, and I think it was fairly decent. So, I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5 star. Pretty fair match, and I'm going to be considerate enough to at least give them a 3 out of 5 stars. Next, we had Joey Silver versus Diamond Virego, who's a female wrestler. So this was an intergender match with Deron Richardson, which I came across Deron Richardson on the House of Glory. No, not the House of Glory. It was on a previous event that he was on, leading into a match that he was supposed to have. They had a video package on the pre-show, kind of giving you highlights of what led up to this about him and Amazing Red, and a former TNA X Division champion, by the way, kind of shitting all over him. This kid is really, really good, promo work-wise. I have not gotten a chance to see him wrestle yet. I really need to go back and watch some of their previous events to see how this kid can work. He's a cruiserweight champion in their promotion, and he's fucking good at what he does. At least mic-wise. I don't know about the wrestling skills yet, but he's got the look, too. He's in good shape. He's skinny. I wish he'd put a little bit more, weight on himself. Make himself a little bit more thick, body-wise, but the kid can really cut a promo. He's fucking good. And JD and Jason were praising the shit out of him. He's actually, I think they claimed he was the second longest running cruiserweight champion in their promotion. So that was kind of cool. Joey Silver won by disqualification because of Darren Richardson getting involved in this match after he was already rejected from the matchup from previous interference that he had. So, yeah. Private Party had a match from AEW, believe it or not, and they worked in House of Glory before they went to AEW anyway. And Isaiah Cassie and Mark Quinn actually end up winning their match against Angel Jacquez and Idris Jackson. It was okay. Joey Silver and Diamond matchup, I'm going to say 2.5 stars. I mean, I'm not too keen on the whole intergender matches. It just isn't believable. Unless you got a woman like a Jade Cargill, Raquel Rodriguez, maybe, depending on who she's wrestling as a male. China, Rhea Ripley, women like that, of that kind of stature, going up against men that are just normal, average-sized guys, is a little bit more believable to me to watch an intergender match than a woman who is just normal height, normal size, going against a guy that's in good physical condition. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me, honestly, and it looks kind of ridiculous from a presentation, to me anyway. So, yeah. This match, though, I'm going to say it's a 3 out of 5 stars. Fairly decent matchup. just didn't get too keen into it. I didn't get really hooked on it. The 2 World Championship matches is where I actually found a lot of the entertainment value, which a lot of what people came for was those 2 matches anyway. So, let's get into it. Andrade challenged for the House of Glory World Championship against Charles Mason. This is a newbie to me. I've never seen him wrestle before, but his character is fantastic in my personal opinion. He plays a villain like nobody's business. The way he came across in this matchup. He was a fucking dick from beginning to end. He was doing the 3 Amigos. Fans were chanting for Eddie. He went ahead, looked up at the ceiling, sky, whatever, and gave the bird to Eddie Guerrero up in the heavens. What a fucking dick. Then he ends up accidentally kicking a woman in the face. Because Andrade has this new thing now. Every time he's in the middle of a match, he's taking photographs or pictures with other women that are in the audience. Obviously, they're plants. To do these spots, and she got kicked right in the fucking face. I thought Andrade got kicked in the face. No, it was the woman in the audience who got kicked in the face doing this spot with him. I was like, I hope she didn't really get hit and she's just selling that connection. Because that shit, if she did get a big boot right in the face, that had to suck. But Charles Mason was fighting on the outside with Andrade. This match went about 20 whole minutes, and Andrade got in the ring by the count of 8 or 9, and then Charles Mason just was like, bro, I've been doing everything I can. I can't put this guy away. Take the fucking shortcut. And he used ring psychology from a heel's perspective. And he just said, fuck this shit. I'm not doing that. I'm not getting back in this ring and taking a chance at losing this title. This guy is very hard to put away. Fuck it. I'm getting out. I'm staying out of the ring. And it went to the count of 10. It was a great, great way to end the match from a heel way of winning. Personally, but I wish the match would have been a little bit shorter, because the ending was not the kind of ending I was looking for a match this long. When you give an audience a match this long, give them a finish. If you're not going to do that, do like 15 minutes. You know? You're giving them like 20 plus minutes worth of action, and then you just do that. That kind of sucks. It kind of deflates the value of the match. But I'm still going to give it a 4 out of 5 stars, because the wrestling, the Charles Mason's character unfolded in this match with playing a full-blown dick. He was outstanding in this matchup. From a character's perspective, the way he just displayed who he is as a person, you felt that in the match. And it was fucking awesome. And I'm definitely going to continue to catch these events. I don't know if I'm going to continue to do these reviews, though, for these indie shows. But if you guys are tuning in and I see the viewership is well worth it, I'm going to definitely go ahead and continue to do these as much as I possibly can. No guarantee that all of them that come up I'm going to do. House of Glory, I definitely will. I enjoyed this. The production was, for a low production compared to others I have watched on Triller TV yesterday that I gave a view to, I'm definitely catching House of Glory month to month. They actually do have a House of Glory show month to month, so I'm definitely going to check those out as much as I possibly can. That's depending on how well this viewership on this video goes. So if you guys are interested, tune in for them. If not, then, and the views on this video turns out to be shit, then obviously I'm not going to go ahead and do these reviews on a weekly or month-to-month basis, because there's no point in doing that. But Charles Mason retains thanks to the championship advantage. And Andrade asked, hey, would you go ahead and come back in here and let's finish this and do 5 more minutes? And he asked the crowd, Charles Mason asked the crowd, oh, you want me to come back in there for another 5 whole minutes? And he said, okay, what do you guys want? You guys want to see another 5 more minutes between me and Andrade? And the crowd cheer, obviously, and he said, fuck you all, and he left. I thought that was the best line you could say to an audience as a heel. Fuck you all. Or fuck off. I mean, like, that was funny. I loved it. I thought that was great. And I thought that was awesome. The match was good. 4 out of 5 stars, definitely. Very entertaining matchup. Then we had Zilla Fatu challenge for the AEW World Championship against MJF. As obvious, I mean, MJF was not losing the fucking title. I mean, you'd have to be out of your fucking... If that ever happened, I mean, that would be insane. I gotta be honest, I think that Tony Khan is very ballsy to allow two of the top superstars in his promotion. I mean, MJF definitely is a top superstar without question. And Andrade is starting to get some TV time. He's being utilized more and more. They have hinted he is interested in becoming the AEW World Champion. He even appeared during this matchup and helped Fatu get a hold of the AEW World title and use it in the middle of the match to get an advantage on MJF when the referee was knocked out. So, I mean, they're pushing the idea of Andrade possibly becoming an AEW World Champion at some point in his career with this company. And for him to be taking this kind of risk, allowing these two guys that he's investing his time in, I think is very ballsy and very risky. If it was me and I was Tony, I would not be doing this. The only way they get injured would be under my watch, under my promotion, not working for somebody else and doing that. Private Party, I can understand letting them do their thing. They're not getting airtime as much. They're not doing a whole lot. There might not be enough room for them, or they're not really like the focal point or concern right now in the tag team division to push for a opportunity on AEW television, which I think is an absolute shame because they really are a fucking good tag team. But, I mean, if you're not going to give them airtime to do stuff on your show, at least give them the opportunity to go out and perform for other promotions and earn their money elsewhere. I mean, they're still earning the money with Tony Khan's promotion, but still, I mean, they're not getting any opportunity to get working and keep themselves sharp in being able to perform when they are going to be used on on television. So for that, I understand Private Party is fine to be used for that. They can afford to possibly take an injury because they're not using them on television as a primary focus right now. So I get that, but Andrade and MJF, that's ballsy as fuck, man. Really. I don't know. I guess I maybe could say Tony's got some balls in a sense, but same breath, it's kind of stupid. Just saying. But for a fan and for the people that work there in House of Glory, like Fatu and Charles Mason, to both have an opportunity to wrestle with guys like them. I mean, Fatu got to wrestle one of the biggest stars right now in wrestling today, in MJF. And Charles Mason got to wrestle a guy who's worked in both big promotions between WWE and AEW. And they know what it's like to be in a major level in front of a huge audience. So it should be a fucking honor for them to even get an opportunity to work with these guys in such a small promotion like House of Glory. So congrats to them. This matchup for the main event was fantastic. 4.5 out of 5 stars without question. I have no issues with this match. I think this match was fantastic. And MJF walked away with the victory thanks to a submission because of an injury to Fatu's hand. Now, I hope that's a sell and that's not a legitimate injury, because if there's something wrong with his wrist, that really sucks. And he's also the Crown Jewel champion on House of Glory too. So, I don't know. But my thoughts is this show is well worth it. If you guys do have Triller TV, I would, and you want to get the Triller TV Plus subscription, it's only $7.99, and you want to check this out, go ahead. You could also purchase it for $14.99 and own it outright for a standalone buy and watch as many times as you want. That's totally up to you. But me personally, I think that this was a very fun, entertaining show, and I think it's probably far better than anything SmackDown had to offer tonight. But I'll see how they did. God help me, I'm going to have to sit through 3 miserable fucking hours watching this shit. And I'll give you guys a review on Sunday and tell you guys my thoughts on it and let you guys know. But anyway, at this time, you know what to do. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the channel. And leave a comment down below. I'll definitely get back to you on that. Thank you guys very much for watching. And have a great night, guys. Bye.